A lady who fought long and hard to stop the last attempt to turn RAF Scampton into an asylum seeker accommodation centre is Sarah Carter. Save Our Scampton was the SOS, was the name of the campaign. Well, it looks like she's going to have to dust down her campaigning zeal once again. Sarah, welcome to the show. You must be furious.
Well, yeah, can I just say thank you for having me back again? You realise it's been 2 years since we last spoke.
I remember you. I said this morning, I said, get that brilliant lady who ran the Save Our Scampton campaign, and here you are. So thank you for joining me. But
no,
you must be furious that you're going to have to fight this all over again.
Yeah, we are angry because people don't realise until it is on your doorstep what a community goes through when you're faced with something like this. You know, you buy your house, as we have, you know, you live in your life in your community, and then something that's completely beyond your control is just dumped on your doorstep, and you know, you're like, well, what do I do? So yeah, I mean, the people have been fantastic. I put a call out. I have a WhatsApp group with all the press that I've dealt with over the last 2.5 years, and I put a call out on Sunday saying, you know, just be ready because they're talking about using military bases again. And then yesterday you've got Luke Pollard, the Air Forces Minister, Armed Forces Minister, talking about like not ruling Scampton off the plan. So yeah, literally not stopped. We've been
they're going to come for you, Sarah. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about it. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sure you won't find that all that surprising.
The thing is, 2.5 years ago when this started, I didn't know anything. It was like, oh my God, how do you fight the Home Office? How do you fight the Home Secretary? What do we do? This is 2.5 years down the line. I'm a lot wiser now, a lot more informed, and have a lot more friends. And if they want to take us on, they can bring it on because we're ready for them. If they're talking about emptying the hotels, now since this started, I've been helping other campaign groups in other areas because obviously they don't want it there. We're not NIMBYs. It's not, we don't want it on in our backyard. We don't want it anywhere. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. So I've been working with other campaign groups. So they're ready to come and protest here if they're then moved here. So all they're doing is moving the protest and making it bigger.
Tell me about the local area there. Funnily enough, I spoke to Andrea Jenkins, Dame Andrea Jenkins, who's the Greater Lincolnshire Mayor, yesterday.
Yeah, we're friends.
And she said that she will join this fight to stop RAF Scampton being turned into an asylum seeker accommodation centre with all her heart. Now, tell me about the local area. Why is it, or what kind of effect could 2,000 foreigners being imposed onto your area have?
Well, I'll just correct you from something that you said earlier on. You said about the Dambusters film being made here.
Yeah.
It was actually made up the road at Hemswell.
Oh, was it?
Because,
yeah, go on.
But the Dambusters flew from here.
Okay.
The iconic raid was actually flown.
So the real
Dambusters.
The real Dambusters. Okay.
The real Dambusters 617 Squadron took off from the runway that I can see at my bedroom windows. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it.
Amazing.
Back in 1943.
Yeah.
So it's got that history, that heritage. You watch the film, that happened from here, although the film was recorded elsewhere because this was not suitable at the time. But we still live on the married quarters of the former military base because it ceased being an RAF base back in March 23. There's about 750 of us that live here. I think about 100 of the houses are still military, but they started selling them off. So we own our houses. We have a mortgage on our property. There is a nursery school, and there's also a primary school, and that primary school is against the playground and the car park for that is against a wire fence to the actual what was the military base. So they're putting there's a 6-foot wire fence and then some Harris fencing in between where they're going to be housed, and our primary school and our nursery and a community of 750. Now, when we spoke to the Home Office, because we have had meetings with them eventually, we said, you know, is it going to be families? Is it going to be women, children? No, only men, because women are deemed to be the minority.
Well, they are the minority. Yeah, I mean, everybody gets asylum seekers gets mostly men. Now, Sarah, I'm just looking at pictures of the base and the area. I mean, it looks sort of very rural. Now, 2,000 new residents suddenly imposed on you. That's going to cause a lot of infrastructure problems, isn't it?
We are right on the A15, so we're about 4 or 5 miles away from the Lincoln city centre. Our nearest shop, being that ours closed down when the RAF left, is now, well, a village shop is a good 4 miles away down a 60-mile-an-hour national speed limit road. We do have a new petrol station that's opened up on the roundabout, but you know, it's not proper shops as such. But yeah, we're very isolated here. There's not a great deal to do. I think there's a few buses a day, but it's not like a regular timetable. You can't think, oh, another one's going to be in 12 minutes. We are very isolated, and that makes it even more scary for the residents that are here.
So 2,000 young blokes, basically, suddenly imposed on your little community. I mean, it's going to be catastrophic, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, we've had dealings with the police, and they had put, or the Home Office had said, we'll give you this much money if you put a special team in place to be able to sort of look after the residents a little bit better. They've actually obviously been disbanded now because of the cancellation of the plans, but they still haven't been paid for that police team. So, well, the last I heard, they hadn't been paid. Like Lincolnshire police hadn't been compensated for that. But yeah, we're very much at risk. And I think when we had the local elections, when this was going through, the Labour candidate had said, well, when this happens, maybe we can have engagement days where the local residents can meet with our new guests, and maybe they can teach us how to play the guitar.
Great. Well, that should sort things out, shouldn't it? So the real message here, though, Sarah, is that you and your friends and your fellow campaigners, I think aided ably by Dame Andrea Jenkins, you're going to fight this tooth and nail again, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Tooth now. I think since this started, 2.5 years ago, I'm now in perimenopause, so I've got a lot of hormones rushing around my body at the moment. So, and I'm a grandma, so if they think that they can take us on, then come and have a go. But I was on Look North earlier, and I've invited, because I said, you know, if Luke Pollard, the Air Forces Minister, is watching this, what do you say? And I'm like, come down. I'm ready for a conversation. But they're too chicken. They won't do. It's easier for them to send their civil servants, give us lip service, tick a few boxes, and then disappear back off to Westminster again. We want people here and actually have a conversation with us before they start making decisions on our futures. We've got a £300 million regeneration deal to save the history and the heritage of Scampton. You know, I've got the Dambusters motto tattooed down my arm. This is important, you know. We don't want to risk this.
It's very, I mean, again, I keep saying this, but you cannot overstate the effect that suddenly your little area, you know, quite remote, quite rural, as you say, used to be all part of the RAF base. You cannot overstate the effect that suddenly 2,000 young men are living there. That's going to be, you know, shocking.
We have a bad enough infrastructure here anyway. Anyone that's lived here for long enough will know that we have issues with water, with plumbing. We're always having some sort of power cut or something, and they're going to struggle over there just keeping things afloat because we don't get the supplies here. But when this first started, local residents were talking about they were getting new security systems, new fences were going up, ring doorbells, body cameras, and they were even talking about having, I've got goosebumps now talking about it because it makes me feel or they were talking about like how we're going to get the kids to school in the morning. So they were talking about having like a school train, I think they call it, where the person like furthest away starts walking and goes
Right,
and
yeah,
picks up all the
yeah,
other kids to make sure that our kids get to school safe in the morning.
yeah.
Now, how do you go about living like that when you've got parents that are worried that their children can't go out and play in the playground, you know, on the park here, and we've got people that have got children with learning disabilities that like to be outside and you know, go for a wander around camp because it is so safe and secure here. They're not going to be able to do that, and you know, this is wrong on so many levels. The aspect of we are a community, we live here, this is our lives you're messing about with, as long as well as the prospect of £300 million investment that's going to create jobs for us. And not only are you stabbing us in the back with our safety and our way of life, but you're also taking away our futures and being able to have this amazing deal right on our doorstep and creating all these jobs for us. It's like, oh yeah, sorry, I just
Then
get.
you feel, listen, Sarah, it's really good to have you back on my show. I'm sorry it's in these circumstances. I
I
wish
know
you.
you did say I look forward to speaking to you again, and I was like, I didn't want it to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
like this 2 years
I
later,
hope
but
not.
here we are.
Well, listen, we will stay in touch, and good luck with your campaign. And I'll say
Thank
we'll
you.
get you
Thank
on
you for
again
having me
soon.
on.
Good to talk to you again, Sarah, and good luck. Sarah Carter there, brilliant lady from the Save Our Scampton campaign, putting me straight now. There's me. I keep saying, oh, they made the Dambuster film at RAF Scampton. No, no, no. I now find out they actually flew the Dambusters from RAF Scampton. So that's how kind of iconic that site is.